Hi guys, I know I'm a little late on this, but you guys can forgive me, right? I mean, I haven't been late to anything other than that in my life. Come on. Okay, but welcome everyone to the video. Today we're gonna be talking about the Wisdom Saga, that Jorge released. The reason why I didn't make a video on this for so long is because I'm still mentally recovering. I just randomly felt motivated. I don't know how to feel, though, that the end of Love in Paradise and the end of God Games completely got me. I'm pretty sure Jorge is in his villain arc. He's always been in his villain arc ever since he was writing Epic the Musical. Anyway, besides that, let's get on to the actual video. So, just so you have a little recap of the Thunder Saga, basically, here's what happened. So, Odysseus was basically going through, on the water with his crew until they realized some sirens were nearby. And what did they decide to do? They filled their ears with earwax. I kinda forgot what it was named. Hold on. Okay, beeswax, sorry. And once the crew finally make it to the sirens, one of the sirens decide to act as Penelope, but they made one crucial mistake. So if you don't know the Odyssey, Odysseus is trying to make it back to his wife and son, but the sirens said, jump in the water and play with me and or daughter, not son. So they messed up, and Odysseus was acting like they were afraid of the water, like he was afraid of the water, when, I mean, I would be too if what happened with Poseidon happened to me, but Odysseus is just like that, you know? But then Odysseus is just like, okay, you know, fine, I'll get in the water as long as you answer one question. Then the siren is just like, okay, you know, bet, bro, bet. Like, okay, so, listen, so let's say, you know, Poseidon was like chasing me down and when I was almost home like he did last time and killed 500 of my men on my crew, like 558, but besides that point, and like, let's say I was about to be there and then Poseidon just showed up and like, you know, it's totally not referencing anything like that and just asked me like get in the water or something, block the way home with like giant beaches, like what would I do? How? Like, what should I do? Well, you know that, like, giant monster, you know, Scylla? Yeah, you kind of have to go through there, because that's, like, the only place Poseidon is scared to go. Wait, what? So you're telling me, first of all, we had to go through a wall, fight a Cyclops, get blasted by a storm, then go up to a floating island, get blasted by a wind god, go all the way to Poseidon, get 500 of my men killed, and also then find out that I'm not gonna make it home alive? Yeah, but, can you get in the water and pay child support, please?
Penelope, why?
Okay, I'm joking, but, Odysseus goes full uwu, eagle mode on Penelope, and basically does that one weird anime finger thing, and that's where we lead into Different Beasts. This song starts off with the siren pretending to be Penelope getting shot with an arrow, of course. And then Odysseus is just like, you know, I think I'm gonna tell you my whole entire life story and exactly where you messed up. And then it's revealed why Odysseus asks the siren that question about Poseidon.
You pretended to be my wife, so I just played along. I read your lips and phrases, scanning for information. Sirens know about every route and horizon. Now I know how to get back to my island.
And the rest of the song is basically a monologue about how there are different beasts now, and the crew is just, and basically the ruthlessness of the monster motif is catching back up to him.
Upon ourselves, and deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope. and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster.
Okay, let me explain the entire rest of this saga because I want to get to the Wisdom Saga as fast as possible. So after different beasts, this crew sails to Scylla. They find Scylla. Odysseus basically gave 6 of the men flashlights for 6 of the heads, so all of them would be full, so they could leave the cave safely, basically sacrificing the men. This leads into mutiny. Basically, Eurylochus isn't very happy that Odysseus, sacrificed 6 men. So what did he do? He decided to start a mutiny. So then they had a sword fight. Odysseus ended up winning until Paramedes, another member of the crew, stabbed him in the back. Next, a little bit forward, turns out we're at Helios' island now. Eurylochus stabs one of the immortal cows, which is the sun god's friends, Helios' friends. Odysseus is very mad, so they have to leave as fast as possible when it's too late, and then there's a thunder strike.
Pride is a damsel in distress.
Helios sends Zeus. I'm guessing this is all part of the gods' plan because we can tell that they have a plan with Odysseus in God games. Zeus basically comes down and gives a little monologue about how when you apply a lot of pressure on someone, they will reveal their true colors. This person being named Pride. Now, what I personally think this means is he's breaking Odysseus' pride. With the decision he's about to give Odysseus, it's applying a lot of pressure, which makes Odysseus show his real colors. And the truth is, he will do anything to get back home. So, after Zeus is done with this little monologue thingy, he looks at Odysseus and asks 2 options. He gives Odysseus the option to have him be killed, or for his crew to be killed. Odysseus has a lot of pressure applied. Zeus, on Jorge's Patreon, he's confirmed what this little thing is that's canon because the live stream visuals are canon, and it shows a little sunshine thingy of Penelope down. Since I don't have Patreon, my theory is that Helios created this to help Zeus, because think about it. The gods never really force Odysseus to make decisions. They persuade him into that. They are never forcing Odysseus to make a decision. They are giving him an option and saying, this option will be better than the other one. Like we see in Horse and the Infant, we see Odysseus have a really hard decision and having a lot of pressure applied to him. So, he shows his true colors in the very first song and drops the baby off the wall. Zeus never forced Odysseus to do anything. Odysseus technically made all of the decisions on his own. So after a very long pause, after Zeus asks him this question, Eurylochus walks up and is like, "Yo, Captain? You good?" And Odysseus looks at him and basically says this:
"I think I miss my wife."
And then Eurylochus and the crew is like, "Okay, it's all hands. If I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me." So the whole entire crew is attacking Odysseus while he's just standing there. Doesn't really care about the outcome because he knows either way what he did was wrong. But the crew is too late, and
just me, myself, and I.
I'm recording this multiple days after I'm supposed to, but now we're on the Wisdom Saga. We pick off right 7 years after Odysseus was washed ashore. So basically, what we pick on is Telemachus in Ithaca, where basically, you know, if you don't know the epic lore for some reason, I don't know why you would be watching this video if you didn't. Basically, is the home of Odysseus, where he's trying to get back to. So we hear Telemachus singing about how he wants to become legendary and like his father, and to kind of fight these monsters so he can have like a legacy and people can like look up to him, and basically. So as he's kind of like having this whole entire talk thing, we get to see Telemachus's point of views, his goals, and how he dreams to be his father. He talks about how suitors in his house trying to marry Penelope. So Penelope since it's been officially 20 years old. Yeah, 20 years since it cannot. Technically, it's been. I don't know if it's been 10 or 12 years. Jorge never has confirmed that because he made a mistake on one of his songs. But it's basically been 20 years now. So the suitors are like, yo, it's been 20 years. You haven't picked a new husband yet, dog. You gotta do something. So then Penelope is just like, we don't actually get to heal Penelope, but I think Penelope is actually gonna be basically how her thoughts and feelings right now. I feel like, you never know, Odysseus could be back. And as we see in Vinland Saga, spoiler warning, by the way, spoiler warning, at the beginning, not in the Vinland Saga, in Ithaca Saga, spoiler warning, so skip to whatever time is put on the screen right here. So Penelope, there's a huge wave after the fight with Odysseus and Poseidon. So Poseidon is basically, you know, after that fight, Penelope is like, I feel like that's a sign that he has to be coming soon. So she's trying to buy time, and this is like right before. So that's basically my theories on Penelope's thoughts and feelings. So today we're not talking about the Ithaca Saga, we're talking about the Wisdom Saga. So, Telemachus is having his little monologue and stuff about how he wants to be legendary and how he wants to be like his father Odysseus. We get introduced to the main suitor who we're gonna see throughout the rest of the story, Antinous. Antinous basically is like, yo, when's your mom gonna choose a new husband, dog? Like, sorry for the background noises. Telemachus gets mad because Antinous just called his mom a tramp, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, this woman's been waiting in 20 years for Odysseus to come back. I don't think that's the I don't know if he's using the other definition of a tramp or something, but then Antinous basically says, womp womp. That's where we get into my personal favorite song of the saga, Little Wolf. It started off with Antinous basically talking to Telemachus about how this was a bad decision, and he says, I'll teach you the lesson your daddy never could. I personally like this line because I feel like it has two meanings. The one obviously showing that he's about to, completely immortal this guy, not like that. But I feel like another meaning it has is like, hey, listen, if you didn't do this, think about everything that I could teach you that your original father never could. Then proceeds to beat the living out of him.
Need some help?
What's going on here?
Is your plan to stand around? 'Cause I suggest you fight back.
I don't know how.
Uppercut him, now.
Whoa. How did I I do that? Is time now moving slow?
No, I just made your thoughts quick.
Oh, that is so sick.
All right, now, let's try this again.
So now, so Athena appears. Finally, after a good full sagas after breaking up platonically with Odysseus, to now go after his son. Wait, that sounds wrong. To now explain to his son what happened. Kinda. So she basically gives Telemachus quick thought or something like that. Basically a Super Mario power up or something like that, you know, as you can see. So Telemachus basically starts in cooking this man, completely obliterates Antinous. So, you know, he's fighting back, he's weaving all that, but you know, eventually he loses.
Oh, maybe I pushed you a bit too hard.
I mean, I don't know what to tell about. He thought he was him and then lost. Telemachus is not making out of the suburbs. FaceTime! Again. So, this kind of one is kind of a filler song, so we're just gonna kind of get into this with my webcam and stuff. So, and Telemachus, like, he's like, yo, so, why exactly you come, like, why do you help, like, why do you help me, dog? And then Athena's like, you know, not like your dad or anything, but like I had a friend, like he, you know, I helped him like kill some people, you know, I helped him drop a baby off a wall, but you know, things kind of went a little bad after I got mad at him for not killing and having mercy, yeah, you know, I'm really sorry for it. I made a huge and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I do not expect to be forgiven. Okay, me from a few days later, the Vengeance Saga trailer came out. If this video says, Vengeance Saga and Wisdom Saga and Thunder Saga, and you don't see that in the intro, that's why. Okay, back onto the video. Now, the full song out of the Wisdom Saga, Love in Paradise. This song starts off a little bit after We'll Be Fine. It shows Athena a little quick thought dimension, kind of talking about how it's been years since she saw Odysseus. As we hear the I am the infamous Odysseus line from the Cyclops Saga, and remember them, remember them. We see Athena go through Odysseus' memories as from when she left, seeing keep your friends close, ruthlessness, basically all the stuff that happened while he was gone until she got to Thunderbringer. Post seeing the line of events, she finally gets to Odysseus' current memory. Well, that's where we lead to Calypso's Island. We see Odysseus getting washed ashore shortly after he got struck down by Zeus, and his whole entire 42 of his crew died. And as he's waking up, he sees a random girl. As she's talking about how he's in this quote-unquote love in paradise. And throughout the song, she kind of talks about how he's stuck here and he can't escape, and he's kind of stuck with her for all of eternity. But then Odysseus is like, yo, I have a wife, I can't be doing this stuff. And then Calypso is like, well, you're kind of being forced to, because guess what? I'm a goddess now. So, turns out Calypso is a goddess. If you don't know exactly what she's the god of, so I searched it up, it seems that she's a descendant of the Titans, which leads to her being one of the many gods that, if you don't know Calypso's lore, basically the reason she was sent to the island that she is trapped on forever is because of basically Calypso didn't help out with the god role, and basically the god role was the Titans and the gods, and Calypso didn't help out. So as punishment, the gods sent Calypso to the island in which she was trapped there forever, which leads thousands of years later to now. As Calypso keeps on talking about how Odysseus is stuck with her for the rest of eternity, we go back over to Athena, talking about basically this, and then that's where we lead into this clip.
There is no way.
You're mine, all mine. 7 years she's kept you trapped out of your control. Time can take a heavy toll.
Odysseus?
All I hear are our screams.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I long knew, every friend, I saw them die, and all I hear are screams.
Fine, dear, come back inside, dear love of my life. Come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside your heart.
All I hear are screams.
I love you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died. Please stay
eyes.
away from harm. Stay in my open arms.
Odysseus cries out for Athena as Athena finally realizes Odysseus needs her help.
He needs my help.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus.
Divine intervention, is that what you seek? To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek. You are playing with thunder for a man full of shame, but if he's worth the risk of going under, why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's them?
Apollo! Hephaestus! Aphrodite! Ares! Hera! Or me?
Song 5 of the Wisdom Saga, God Games. In this saga, Athena has to go through each of little, what you can call, levels of gods, trying to convince them to set Odysseus free from Calypso's island. First level, Apollo. As Athena walks in to level 1, Apollo gives the argument that Odysseus killed the sirens, in which a lot of memes on TikTok are saying like Bill just got invited to the drama or stuff like that, in which, I mean, the reason he gave was very kind of bad, and I think they made it bad on purpose. Then Athena, being the god of wisdom, easily counter arguments that with, that would be a good argument, but they were attacking him first and trying to eat his crew. And then Apollo is just like, oh shoot, yeah, that's right, release him. Level 2. As Athena enters level 2, Hephaestus gives the argument that he sacrificed his own crew, in which Athena gives the counter argument, yeah, but did you forget that his crew was trying to kill him a few moments before this and wasn't listening to his orders at all? And Hephaestus is like, you know, that's low-key true. Release that boy. Level 3, Aphrodite. Aphrodite, being the goddess of love, says that Odysseus didn't love his mother, or at least claiming that, saying he let her die of a broken heart. As Athena says, Eodonk, he was busy fighting. What was he supposed to do? And then Aphrodite was like, more like spiting the Cyclops. As Aphrodite walks off, Athena uses her quick thought. If you don't know what quick thought is, think of it as a domain expansion, kind of. She gets to kind of go into the whoever she's facing against thoughts, and yeah. But suddenly,
Hey Athena, these old tricks. What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, pathetic and weak like his son.
Ares gives the statement that Odysseus is a coward, hiding inside of a wooden horse to kill all the sleeping Trojans. Also not fighting Scylla and letting 6 of his men be sacrificed to the 6 heads. As the purple Athenas get ticks off is where he says that Odysseus is a coward, just like his son. As she basically goes on X Games mode, she starts insane and stuff like in this. Like, listen to this.
Pathetic and weak like his son!
Hold your tongue now, here's sad, my friend, and tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free to get back to his homestead. He'll make everybody bleed.
As Athena passes level 3 and 4 at the same exact time. Also, before we get to level 5, I will be doing a couple of God games at 200 subscribers, so please subscribe. Level 5, Hera. She basically has to give one good reason on why she could make it out, and she basically gives multiple reasons, like he's really smart and stuff, but Hera isn't buying it until she says that he's never cheated on his wife. On to Zeus. Also, tell me the animators were not giggling and kicking their feet up in the air on their bed animating this while animating Zeus. Tell me they look at this man. Okay, anyway, let's get to this. Athena's last and final level, Zeus.
I played your game and won. Release him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. No one beats me, no one wins my game. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes the kingdom fall.
Let him go.
Athena is dead, but wait, that doesn't make sense. She's immortal. How can she die? Well, I thought maybe gods could kill other gods, but until I searched it up, no. They can't. So, does that mean Hoi is making canon? I guess we'll never know, because Tegan Olias came out and said that her recording for Epic is done. Maybe she comes back in a future saga, and that was her last recording, or she means the Wisdom Saga. It's her last recording. Hopefully, it's the first option and not the second option, but I think Athena is dead. And thank you all for watching Epic the Musical, Wisdom Saga, plus Thunder Saga analysis. Or, I guess not analysis anymore, recap, we'll call it. Anyway, see you guys later, and bye.